Hello everyone and welcome back to TV Time, a podcast for all of your reality television needs. My name is Edward and today we are going to be covering the insanity that was Big Brother 26's Week 3 Eviction, okay? We're going to be covering everything that went down in the Thursday episodes, deep diving, analyzing all of it, and then hopefully by the time that we finish recording, the live feeds will be back and we can react to the Week 4 HOH. Not that it really matters because of Quinn's power, which we'll get into, but we'll see how that's kind of gonna play out. Now, y'all, this week has been insane, okay? There's some people that are saying this is the best week in Big Brother history, which is a big fat stretch, but modern Big Brother history, still a stretch, I'm not gonna lie, but it was a really good week. It's definitely in the upper half. It's in the upper half division of Big Brother episodes as far as that goes. But yeah, it's been wild. It's been messy. It's been fighting, mainly thanks to Tucker. It's been crazy. All right, so let's get into it. Now, before we get into it, y'all, I feel the need to get this off my chest. This has nothing to do with Big Brother, okay? So you can feel free to skip ahead like 5 minutes. But tell me why I was at Kava the other day. So I don't know if y'all know what Kava is, but basically it's like Chipotle's competitor. Okay, I don't know if this is a California thing. I don't think it's a California thing. No, because they definitely have that shit back in North Carolina. But I just tried Kava for the first time like the other day, and that shit was definitely interesting. Okay, I don't know if y'all are big Chipotle girls, big Kava girls, but I decided to try out Kava because it's pretty close to me, and Chipotle's recently been pissing me off because they raise their prices. All of a sudden, it costs the same to put queso on my burrito as it does to get it on the side. Why would I not get it on the side then? And they're rationing with these portions. I'm like, okay, y'all are playing in my face. And it was fine because, you know, what I used to do... Okay, this sounds really bad, but what I used to do is I would go in and I would take the orders that were on the wall. I'm sorry, y'all. I am a broke, starving immigrant, okay? My EBT ran out. I'm like, I need to eat food, and Chipotle is really nice, and I want Chipotle, but I'm not about to pay $15 for a fuck-ass burrito. Okay, I'm just not. So I went ahead and I stole one of the orders that were on the case. Now, I feel like they know that I've been doing that because they stopped putting them on the case, and now they like keep them in the back, and you have to like ask them for the order name, which is so tragic. And I'm really sorry if I took your Chipotle order. I really, really am, but I have to eat. Sorry, baby. I gotta put me first. But they've been pissing me off with that, and so I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to try out Kava. I have a friend who really loves Kava. She's been recommending it like hell. She gets it like every week. I'm like, okay, it must be good if you're eating it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 5 days a week, okay? So I went and I got Kava, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I will not lie to you. I got way too much shit in my bowl. All right, I treated it like Chipotle, where I got like every single thing that was on my bowl, and Kava has like actual like flavorful ingredients. You know, they actually spice their shit up. So I think it was just a little too much going on in my bowl. The pickles were not good. The pickles tasted like sour shit. The sauces that I put just did not combine together. So I'm definitely gonna have to retry my order. Let me know if y'all eat at Kava and what y'all order, because I need to try out a couple of things before something sticks. But I will say, Kava got on my nerves a little bit because I'm a water girly. Okay, this is also another debate, but I'm a water gal. I'm not really a soda gal personally. I'm sure you probably couldn't tell that just by looking at me, but I'm a water gal. Okay, so I asked them for a water cup, and I'm like, can I get a water cup to drink water? I went to their soda machine. Why do they only have sparkling water? Y'all don't have regular water? Y'all are big. They only had like sparkling, like, what do you call it? Rock water? Not rock water. What is that shit called? Like the sparkling fucking soda water, whatever that shit is called. It's nasty. Okay. Sparkling water is like something that the devil made for sure. That's not God's creation at all. I could not do it. So I was having a tough time getting through my bowl. Now, granted, I could have just gotten like a Fanta or a Pepsi, but I didn't. I was having a tough time like eating my bowl with this dumbass sparkling water. So next time I'm gonna have to bring my own water bottle and order less shit. But anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I ate that like 3 hours ago, and now I'm hungry again. And it's making me think about it. But Kava aside, okay, we had some crazy shit go down in the Big Brother house. So let's get into it, all right? This is mainly going to be a recap of the Thursday night episode and just kind of an overall recap of the week. So the first thing that I actually want to talk about is Julie Chan's outfit, okay? I'm always going to discuss Julie's outfit. Julie's fashion is something that always interests me in the show, and I have to give my girl her 10s with this outfit. This outfit right here, if you're listening on Spotify, she wore like this blue... She wore like these light blue pants with these beautiful heels. She wore a white collared shirt and then this gorgeous blue embellished suit. It was like a blue and white swirly suit going on. She had her hair in like a ponytail with some bangs sticking out. I'm like, Julie, okay, you're slaying. You're slaying. I love this outfit. I love this color. Honestly, this baby blue on her is great. I'm going to give this outfit like a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's the best thing she's ever worn. I think it's the best thing she's worn this season. So I'm going to give my girl her 9s. I won't give her 10s, but I'll give her 9s because she ate this look up. She ate this look up. Now, one person that did not eat their look up this week was this man right here, okay? Tucker, I don't know what the fuck you got on, but you need to take it off, okay? I think he's trying to be Wolverine. No, ma'am. Jail. Absolutely not. This is horrendous. Tucker, what the fuck? And I turned this shit on, and I was watching this shit with my friends, and I'm like, yeah, Tucker, that's my man. And then this shit comes on. Tucker, do not embarrass me like that ever again. What the fuck is this? He has his hair in like this mohawk thing, which looks strange. And then the worst part of it, honestly, I could forgive the hair, but he decided to have the Wolverine cut where he just shaved like, you know how usually when you shave, some people keep the mustache and the goatee? He shaved that part off, and he had like these sideburns that just extended down to his lips. And I wanted to just take those straps and rip them off his face. Like, Tucker, what the fuck is this look, girl? This is horrible. Yeah, he really tried it with me. You know, this is not like him, y'all. I swear he's not usually like this. Like, this is not like my man. This is not his typical behavior, but you know, I guess everyone just has a little freak in them that they like to release. Okay, so I'll match his freak and I'll say, you know, it was cute. Don't ever do it again. Don't ever do that shit again, Tucker. I do not ever want to see you, like, you grew out your beard for this. Now, luckily, he's already shaved it off, thank the literal Lord. And I'm hoping we never have to see that again. But I was thinking during the episode, I'm like, oh my goodness, if Tucker gets evicted and he has to meet Julie Chen in this fucking outfit, I will literally die. I will die, okay? Now, moving on from the outfits, okay? Let's get into the actual episode. So the episode, you know, starts off with the ending of the veto meeting. We get a little bit of a flashback to, they show Cedric telling Tucker to not use the veto on Angela and to just use it on himself. It's a bit of a strange conversation because we see Cedric, and we got a very shortened part of it. We see Cedric tell Tucker, use the veto on yourself. We don't have the numbers. Now, Tucker, for some reason, did not listen to that first part, and he just heard we don't have the numbers. He didn't hear Cedric say to not use it on Angela. So he said, I don't give a fuck. I'm still using it. Work, Tucker, work. If everyone had that mentality of I don't give a fuck, I'm still doing it, Big Brother would be such a more interesting show. So Tucker, I'm going to give you your 10s for that. Now, they do get into an argument over this in the Moss room because Tucker is like, you know, this was a bitch-ass move, da-da-da-da, you know, I'm coming after you, da-da-da-da. And then Cedric tells him, hello, I literally told you not to use it, you dumb bitch. And Tucker doesn't seem to remember this. They're fighting back and forth about this. And then they go, all right, well, let's just have a house meeting about it. Let's just get everyone in the living room and let's talk about it openly there. Because Cedric doesn't want to openly say what the plan was. He wants Tucker to say it. And I'm like, oh, a house meeting? Okay, let me grab my popcorn. Let me grab my water. Play the tape. So they have the house meeting. They all gather into the living room. And essentially, you know, it was kind of a little bit strange. Now, before we had the house meeting, okay, we did get a confessional from Mackenzie saying that she wasn't going to use America's veto until Angela was taken off. Now, that is a whole load of crap, Mackenzie. You know good and damn well you were going to use this veto. I do have a question of how it worked because I noticed when she used the veto, she had it like in her pocket. So I'm like, okay, did you walk into the diary room before and announce that you were going to use it and they gave it to you? Or did you say you might use it and they gave it to you to put in your pocket? What happened if you weren't going to use it and it just fell out of your pocket? Like, would that be exposing your power? When are they going to call you to the diary room to, like, get it back? Would it be obvious? Like, I was very confused on that. I was thinking maybe when she said, like, oh, actually the veto meeting is not over, maybe they paused it and then a production crew, like, slip the veto in there, but then again, they're not really allowed to see the production people, so I'm like, I was very confused. If anyone that has been on Big Brother before and knows how these things work, know the answer to this, let a bitch know, because I'm very confused with the logistics on that. But Mackenzie swore up and down and left and right that she was not going to use this veto, but because Tucker pulled off Angela and pulled off some shenanigans, she was like, all right, the jig is up, let me use this veto. Now, Mackenzie confronts Cedric in the Pink Pony room, or whatever y'all want to call it, the Pink Pony Club room, the little unicorn bedroom. And she's like, okay, what was the plan? Tucker told me that I was not the plan, so what was the plan, genius? And then Angela's messy ass walks in, and she goes, oh, so was the plan not to put her up? Sorry, I could hear you all the way from over there. Angela, you are messy, girl, and I live for it. I'm like, never change, Angela, never change. So at this point, Cedric is like, all right, let's have a house meeting, because I don't want to say what the plan is. I want Tucker to say it, even though I know good and well Tucker's about to call me out in front of the whole house, so I'm not sure why he did that. But needless to say, they have the house meeting. So they gather into the living room. This is kind of where we got the feeds as well. They gather into the living room, and essentially Tucker goes off and exposes Quinn's power. He says, well, the plan was to put up Quinn, because Quinn has that other power. He's playing all sides. He's a bitch. He's a manipulator. He's a liar. He's Dan Giesing. He's Vanessa Russo. I'm scared of Quinn. He's physical. He's James LeBron, help. He's LeBron James. He's this and that. And Quinn is essentially like, oh my goodness, I've been exposed. And he comes clean. He says that he has this power, and he tries to mitigate the attention off of him. Now, Tucker did also during this meeting kind of expose Chemo, essentially saying that Chemo told Tucker this as well as Angela. And Chemo was just like, girl, why am I in it? I did you a solid by telling you, and now you're exposing me for it. So I think Quinn knew not to really trust Chemo after that, although Quinn kind of went right back to trusting Chemo, and Chemo faded into the clouds. Okay, as soon as Chemo heard his name, Chemo was like, oh, I'm not here anymore. I'm not in this house. I'm going to just sit on beds and not speak a word during this entire week, because I am going to be invisible. Honestly, good for him. Chemo recovered very well from that. Now, Quinn said, another moment during this is that Quinn said he wasn't planning on using the power. He didn't tell anyone because he wasn't going to use it. And when he said this, Angela, rightfully, as I would have too, she made this face. She was like, girl. And then Quinn's messy ass looked at Angela and was like, what's that about, dog? You can relax. I'm like, oh. All of a sudden, the dog wants to bite. It doesn't want to just bark anymore. I'm like, all right, okay, Quinn. But Angela obviously is not a punk-ass hoe, and she stands up and she's like, all right, you're a fan of Big Brother, bitch. You obviously would have used the fucking power. Be fucking for real. And Quinn is like, no, I wasn't. Yes, you were. No, I wasn't. Yes, you were. Da, 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 da. Quinn is just insisting that he wasn't going to use it. Lies and more lies. Lies some more. Now, okay, I will say this. It might not have been a lie. Okay? There was some suspicion that Quinn might not have used the power. But, y'all, let's be serious, okay? He's a big fan of this show. He would have used the fucking power. Okay? Let's be completely for real. He would have used this power. Especially depending on who the Week 4 HOH was. I think there was a greater chance of him using the power than not using the power. That's my honest opinion. If you disagree, then too bad. Now, essentially this house meeting just kind of calms down. We don't get to see a lot of it. It essentially just boils down to Tucker saying, I'm targeting you, Cedric. I'm targeting you, Quinn. All right, we're cool. We're done. All right, let's scatter into rooms and let's gossip. That's essentially what it was. All right. Now, I was very excited to see this house meeting. It's been a while since we've had a messy-ass house meeting, so I'm like, yes, period. I think it went pretty well. I'm glad with the way they edited it. And, yeah, I live for it. Now, after this house meeting segment, we get a very boring-ass segment where, we do have America's veto or America's whatever replacement nominee. So we get a segment of people like campaigning to America being like, don't nominate me. I don't know why the fuck we're showing this when, baby, like, we've already voted. Like, what was the point of showing this? I think it was honestly just to give some screen time to, like, the people that are less edited, like Leah and Cam. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I might need to look up the stats. Let me look up the stats right now, actually. But I'm pretty sure that Rubina still did not get a diary room this week. Okay, Rubina has gone about, I think the last time she had a diary room was episode 3, and I'm being dead ass. I'm gonna look up the account that like does all the diary room stats, but that is crazy. Okay, that is wild. That. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, I'm gagging. Bitch, I did not mean to spoil myself like this, but I just went on Twitter to look up the account that does the DR confessionals. I just got the new HOH. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gagging. I'm okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all, I'm gagged. All right. Let's wait. Let's discuss that towards the end. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, I'm gagged. Okay, we'll wait until the end to discuss that. But oh my goodness. Okay, that just changes everything that I was gonna say. All right, on to the DRs. I'm pretty sure Rubina still has not gotten a diary room in God knows how long. Let's see just to make sure. I'm just gonna make sure because they are doing her dirt in this edit. Now, luckily for her, she is getting into a showmance with Tucker, and they are bound to show that. I doubt that they're not going to, so I'm sure she'll probably get some camera time next episode on Sunday. Probably, most likely. I that's just my opinion. Okay, I found it. Rubina got, oh my goodness. Rubina's confessional stats. Let me just show y'all this, okay? If y'all are watching on YouTube, are y'all seeing this? This is Rubina at the bottom. Look at all those zeros, girl. Oh my goodness. Rubina has had a total... My god. Okay, so Rubina had 3 confessionals in episode 1. She had 4 confessionals in episode 3. And she had 1 confessional in episode 5. And that is it. She has not had a confessional in 6 episodes in a row. Is that a Big Brother record? Y'all. Matt had... Wait, I can't do this math. 1, 2... What's 8 times 3, y'all? 24. Matt had more than 3 times. More than 3 times the amount of confessionals that Rubina has had. And Matt has been in less than half of the episodes that Rubina has been in. This is insane. Lisa has had more than triple of Rubina's confessionals. This is crazy. Rubina has 8 confessionals total. She has gotten paid dust in this edit. But to be fair, she hasn't really been doing much. So, it is what it is. Cedric has 59 confessionals, which is the most. And Angela's close behind with 58. That is literally... What's 59 divided by 8? 48. 7. Cedric has more than 7 times the amount of confessionals that Rubina has. Girl. I pray for her. Truly I do. But anyways, moving on, child. We get as I was saying, we get this scene with people campaigning. Now, Brooklyn's messy ass, we get a scene of people saying shit, and then we get this. Brooklyn said, she's like, America, please don't put me up. We need one strong mama in here. Did y'all know Brooklyn was a mother? Because I didn't know. I didn't realize. She's only talked about it 15 times in the last 24 fucking hours. Brooklyn. Oh my goodness. It's the fact that, also, not her saying we need one strong mama in here. Baby, Angela's a mother too. Damn, fuck Angela, I guess. I guess Angela's not a strong mother. I guess Angela's kids are shit, Brooklyn. Damn. That's crazy. But yeah, Brooklyn is... She really wants us to know that she's a married mother. Now, I will say this. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it. I do feel like Brooklyn was a little bit really on the edge with this America's Vote thing. And I'm wondering, because y'all saw her big-ass reactions. I'm really wondering if that has anything to do with her being friends with Aaron. I mean, girl, she's bound to know. She knows she's friends with Aaron. She knows Aaron's been on Big Brother. She knows Aaron is hated. She knows that Big Brother is full of freaks. I mean, she supposedly listens to RHAP. I'm not sure if I believe that, but she supposedly does. And she knows the internet is full of freaks. She knows that they will sleuth. So I'm wondering if she thought that we were going to vote her for that. And honestly, maybe we should have. That's beyond the point. But yeah, Brooklyn is really cracking me up with this married mother thing because, goodness, I did not know you were a married mother, girl. I did not know. I had no idea. Now... Let's move on from that. Also, Joseph was convinced that he was going up with his annoying ass. Now, Joseph's social media team, y'all, is putting in work for him, okay? I did not vote for Joseph solely because of Joseph's social media team, okay? So, to those of y'all running Joseph's accounts, good job. You're doing a really good job. Now, after this boring-ass segment, we get Cedric versus Tucker, part 2. Again in the Moss room. This time, it just kind of starts with Tucker again coming for Cedric. I believe Cam was in the room. T-Core was in the room, and Chelsea was in the room, I believe. Might have been someone else too. But Cedric is saying that he said use the veto on yourself. Tucker is saying, no, you didn't. Da, da, da. It's a lot of, dog, bro, dog, I said this to you. No, bro, you didn't. Dog, I'm coming after you. Okay, bro, bring it. It's all a lot of this. And Tucker is just really making sure that the current HOH knows that he is coming after him while he is on the block. I'm like, Tucker, you have balls of steel. And I like to feel them. Oh. Tucker, you have balls of steel, and good for you, honestly. Now, during this conversation, T-Core leaves the room, and we don't really get this shown, but T-Core kind of says they're yelling in there. We don't really get this shown, but T-Core did take offense to Tucker calling Cedric a motherfucker. Now, T-Core is my girl, and I'm not going to do too much on her, but I do kind of wish that these people in the house were a little more like Angela. Like, girl, motherfucker is like nothing. Like, I don't know, like, of course T-Core has a right to be upset with whatever anyone says. Yes, absolutely, that's her prerogative, but, baby, motherfucker, and Tucker's from Boston or Brooklyn, whichever one, motherfucker is, like, a common word there. Like, motherfucker is literally in their common dictionary. You will walk up to a Bostonian, and they will go, what's up, motherfucker? Like, it's just a common word. Like, sis, between this and the twit thing, I'm like, words are holding more meaning than they need to be holding, in my humble, honest, truthful opinion. After this conversation, we also get, also Tucker was talking a little too much. He was like, I got the numbers, bro. And we all know when you say out loud in front of a group of people that you have numbers, those numbers start to dwindle. Now, after this, we finally get the America's Veto Replacement segment. Julie comes on, and she tells the voters that there were 5 million votes overnight, which is wild. Now, correct me if I am wrong, but I'm pretty sure that we got 5 million votes. I don't know if I'm right on this. I know there were 15 million during Big Brother 16's AFP voting, but I'm pretty sure 5 million votes was like however many people voted for Big Brother 15's AFP. Did I say 15 previously? I meant 16. Big Brother 15's AFP. That's how many people voted. I'm pretty sure. I think that's how many people. I'm pretty sure that's like how many people used to vote for AFP. So the fact that we're getting this overnight, not even 24 hours. The polls were open for literally like 12 hours. People really wanted Quinn's ass to go. They wanted Quinn out. Okay, they really wanted Quinn out. I do wonder, since it was a shorter period of time, maybe they didn't have enough time to filter through, like, the bots, maybe? I don't know, just a thought. But I do kind of find it funny, y'all, whenever y'all make those dumbass emails and you're like, Julie Chen Moonves is God personified at gmail.com or whatever, and y'all vote for Quinn, I hope y'all know that those votes are getting filtered out. Like, they filter out the bot votes, and those filter out your real votes as well. All right, I learned my lesson in Big Brother 25. I used a little too many bot accounts to vote for both America and Suri, although I gave most of my votes to Suri. So yeah, I will say that. Now, personally, I did cast my vote for Quinn. I did. I cast 9 votes towards Quinn and 1 towards Cam. Cam caught a stray from me. I will not lie to you. But they do reveal this live that Quinn is put on the block, and y'all know that little meme of Family Guy that's like, their faces are killing me, why does nobody give a fuck? That was literally the house. Bitch, no one moved. All right, I'm going to play the clip for y'all of Quinn, Julie announcing that the replacement nominee is Quinn, and just look at these people's reactions, okay? I'm going to play the clip. All right, here's the clip of that.
Quinn. No! I'm not scared. Oh. Quinn, thank you for taking your seat there, joining the other 2 nominees. Yeah. All right. In just moments, gentlemen, you right, 3 will compete.
Now, I do hope that y'all were able to hear the sound on that, because I'm not going to lie, I can't hear it on my end. So if you didn't hear anything, then just pretend like you heard it. But baby, first of all, hold on, rewind this video. Did I see Rubina clapping? Y'all, watch Rubina, Not
scared. Oh. Quinn, thank you for taking.
Not this bitch is clapping, help. Baby, nobody moved. They went, oh, okay, we expected that. They were kind of prepping for Quinn to go up, which is kind of funny. But yeah, nobody moved, bitch. Nobody cared. Quinn got his ass up there in like 3 seconds. There was no commotion. There was no nothing. Not Rubina clapping. Girl, what are you clapping for? Help me, please. I love her for that, honestly. But yeah, no one really moved. Quinn was like, all right, we are not surprised. So those are the 3 nominees. We go to ad break, and then when we come back, it's time for the AI Arena competition, which was called, I believe it was called Data Dump. Now, a lot of these competitions, I think a house guest pointed this out. I think it was Tucker. A lot of these competitions center around something about Ainsley is broken, fix it. It's either there's a bug in my system, there's a glitch in my system, there's a core missing, recharge my core, fill up my data, whatever. And I am wondering, for those that don't know, there's a special episode on Tuesday, and they're planning to reveal the new twist live in front of Taylor, Jag, and Cody, who are coming back to talk about the season. Ugh, Cody. Excuse me. But they are planning to reveal the twist. So I am wondering if maybe the twist is like, all right, you've done all this shit to fix Ainsley's bugs. Now Ainsley's at her full power. What is she going to unleash? That would be very interesting. I am so excited to see what happens. Honestly, y'all, I don't give a fuck. The twists have been good. Okay? Now, there were about 1 million ways that AI Arena could go wrong, but in this case, it went right, and I'm living for the twist. I did not know what was going to happen in this episode. It had me rooting and made for a more exciting eviction episode. It truly did. Now, it was less exciting due to the fact that, and we'll get into this, but due to the fact that we had an old-ass bitch wanting to quit, but it makes for exciting evictions. It's a very exciting format. It makes for more exciting gameplay. All of it. Ainsley, you've done an amazing job. Ainsley has been the best house guest, and I am super excited to see what they do next with this twist. Big Brother has a very, 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 very consistent tendency to have a really good pre-jury with a really good twist, and then get to around the week 4, week 5 stage, week 6, and then have good gameplay, have good house structures going on, and then fuck it up with a dumbass twist that nobody asked for, i.e. hacker comp, i.e. why can't I think of anything else right now? The stupid BB22 twist. Okay? I was not really a fan of the high rollers room either. I was not. Okay? The Festy Besties twist was trash in my humble opinion. Okay? Big Brother has a very, very, very good tendency to do that. Take a good season, introduce a fuck-ass twist that nobody asked for, and make the season bad. Okay? Big Brother 25, the zombie week. Who asked for zombie week? Nobody. So, honestly, I'm hoping that it's not anything bad. I'm hoping that they'll continue the trend of having good-ass twists, but we will see on Tuesday. Super excited to cover that. But anyways, let's get back to the competition. So, the competition was Data Dump. Essentially, you were in this, like, Chuck E. Cheese arena. Y'all know the little machines that you used to go into as a kid in the arcade where they had, like, wind blowing up and there was money flying or tickets, and you had to, like, snatch as many tickets as you could. This was essentially that, but instead of snatching as many balls as you could that were flying up and around, you had to get the red ones and put the red ones in your chute. And I believe if you got a non-red one, you had to like restart or something, and it was like the first to get like 20. Something like that. It didn't end up mattering because Tucker demolished the competition. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see in this picture. Hold on, it's not big enough. Let me move it. Kenny, not close. Quinn had like 5. Tucker had like all 20 of his balls in like 10 seconds. I was rooting for my man, and he pulled through. Okay, Tucker is really the competition beast of the season. If these competitions continue to be, you know, along these lines, I am worried for everyone else. Okay, now granted, I will say this was a pretty equitable comp. I don't think this was too physical. Like, honestly, like, you know, it doesn't take that much like power to snatch balls, in my opinion. Maybe Tucker has. Okay, let me stop. But, you know, I don't know what the fuck Quinn and Kenny were doing, but Tucker, you know, he ate them alive, and he made sure to celebrate afterwards, and I should have known that I was celebrating afterwards, okay? So, he won. This is his 3rd competition win, okay? The Michael Bruner is about to come out, honey. So, Tucker wins, and Julie reveals to the house guests that Tucker has won, and we are going to take a short, cute little break, and then we are going to come back and see how the house guests reacted and how the eviction vote went down, all right? And we are back. All right, so Julie reveals that Tucker won the competition, and we get a lot of mixed reactions. Rubina is like the only person that's happy, okay? Everyone else is like fake cheering, like, oh my god, yay! And Rubina is jumping, hugs Tucker. T-Core is like slow clapping. This bitch is mad, alright? She's mad, as she rightfully should be. But we get a lot of mixed reactions, and then we get Angela like randomly crying. I'm like, you better work. Oh my goodness, I love Angela. I'm telling you right now, the casting team always does this because I don't understand. Like, I need to meet the people. Y'all know that last season, apparently, the person that was responsible for Felicia getting cast was also the person that was responsible for Cameron getting cast, which is kind of wild. Like, how do you miss so hard, but then hit so hard at the same time? Like, I would be shocked to find out that the person who casted Angela was also responsible for casting Kenny. I want to meet the person who was responsible for casting Kenny. What the fuck were you on? And I want to meet the person who was responsible for casting Angela and Tucker and give them a big fat hug. But yeah, we get that. We get a little tiny bit of strategizing. Julie doesn't even bother to give them the minute. Okay, she gives them 20 seconds. And she's like, all right, sit down. But we get a bit of strategizing with Kenny whispering something into T-Core's ear. Ew, baby, I would have to clean my ears out if I was T-Core after that. But I'm assuming he said like, I'm an old ass bitch, vote me out, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, so we get to the eviction speeches now. Okay, so Kenny says a whole lot of nothing, okay? But Quinn goes first, and Quinn says some stuff, and then some people are, like, still talking, and he says, silence, it's my time to talk. And it was very like, okay, girl, you think you're RuPaul, and you're not. That was an ew. And then he was like, I was voted on the block by the better half of AmeriCorey, which is, like, a pun, or a joke that, like, America voted him on. Oh my god. Oh, you like AmeriCorey. I didn't realize. But I was like, okay, cool, shout out. And then he said, I love you, Ice Spice. And he said, Tucker is the LeBron James challenges. He made this corny ass speech, okay? No shade. Now, I think that the fandom is very divided on Quinn. I think half of the fandom thinks that he's a dork ass nerd. And then the other half kind of thinks that he's like a cool guy. He's a super fan. He's one of us. Like, he makes cool references. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I remember Quinn mentioning that in his preseason interviews, he said that he was going to honor the past, but make his own path moving forward. And I've seen him honoring the past. Yes, it's cool to hear some of these references, but I'm having a difficult time seeing Quinn as his own person. Right now, I see Quinn as like Corey's son. Like, I'm not seeing Quinn as anything other than, like, an RHAP fan. Frankly. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. And if y'all disagree, let me know. I'd love to get a different perspective. But right now, I feel like Quinn is the type of fan that isn't even playing for the 750K. He's playing to get a fucking deep dive on Rob Has a Podcast. Because he's only mentioned it a couple of times, yeah. But that, to me, is a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying. It's cool that you're a fan of the show. It's cool that I watch the podcast too. I'm an RHAP fan too. Hell, every morning I tune into the live feed updates. But mentioning it 24/7 is getting just a little bit annoying. It's like, cool, like, you know, make the references. It's cool, but be your own player. Quinn is so worried about what America and what fucking Taron Armstrong perceives of him that he's not even fully into the game. It's like, girl, you're on Big Brother. You know, worry about your game. When you get out of the house, we'll be here waiting for you, and we'll be there for you when you get out. But for now, just focus on the fucking game and play the game, dork. Like, no shade. That's just my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Quinn, but I do feel like Quinn is just... It was cool at first, but now it's getting to be a little too much. I don't know if I can handle one more... mention of the word deep dive. I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can. And it's frankly getting to be a little bit annoying. I don't like this super fan archetype that they've been casting. Like, no shade to Corey or anything, but like, I don't really like this new archetype. I feel like we have super fans that we could cast that maybe aren't nerd ass bitches. Like, no shade. We could cast someone like me, you know, who's like a gay fierce bitch. Like, cast a cunty super fan. I don't know. Quinn to me is just... He does not... I feel like I'm rooting for, like, a Twitter handle rather than a person. Quinn just, to me, does not feel like he has his own personality. To me, Quinn feels like his personality is just honoring AmeriCorey and past players. Which, again, I get it. Like, you're on Twitter, you're one of us. Like, I get it, you want to make us proud, but girl, like, play your own game. Play your own game. That's just my opinion. I think Quinn needs to get it the fuck together and lock in. I'll give him some grace because it is week 4. So maybe later on he'll actually lock the fuck in. Maybe with this upcoming HOH he'll lock in. But yeah, I'm gonna need Quinn to stop talking about, you know, this past shit. I'm over it. I'm really over it. Be your own person. Be your own person, please. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And I'd love to hear other people's opinions and what they think of it. But yeah, it's a no for me. It really is a no for me. But Quinn does make that speech, and then we get to the eviction votes. So the vote was, Tucker was the only one to vote to evict Quinn, and everyone else voted to evict Kenny. There were a couple of weird things that happened during the voting. Tucker, first of all, he was shady as fuck, because Cedric earlier on, when Julie was saying, Cedric, you can't vote, Cedric said, he stuttered a little bit. He was like, you look, and then the camera panned. And Julie was like, go ahead, finish. And then Cedric was like, and Julie was like, no, finish the sentence. And Cedric was like, oh, you look good, Julie. And she was like, thank you. It was a little bit awkward. But Tucker shady ass made fun of it. And he was like, to not stutter, you look beautiful. Now, Tucker, you are messy for that. You are messy, and I live for that. But then his dumbass stuttered right after, because he was like, I sadly vote to vote Quinn. I'm like, not a vote, girl. Derek F just, he rise from the ground, girl. He rise from the ground because, not you sadly to a voting. And then Julie had to confirm that he was voting to evict Quinn. It was kind of awkward. Anyways, T-Core was to evict Kenny. Angela was to evict Kenny. Chelsea comes in and calls Julie Auntie Julie. And then Julie's like, oh, it's an honor to be called Auntie. I'm like, girl, what the fuck is going on? Brooklyn also, oh my God. I thought just for one episode we were going to go without Julie mentioning God. But Brooklyn had to come in and say, God is good and America did not put me up. Damn, Brooklyn, you really thought America was going to put you up, sis. I feel like she knows. She knows that we know that she's friends with Aaron, child. But Brooklyn had to make sure that Julie knew that she loved God. And Julie was like, God is good all the time. I don't want to hear this on my TV. I'm so over it. I don't want to hear about God on fucking Big Brother. I'm sick of it. Keep that shit off the air. Have your God 101 podcast. I don't care. That's your prerogative as a person. Like, do whatever you want, even though it's a little unprofessional. But stop mentioning God on this fucking show. Like, of course, Brooklyn can mention it as a contestant. She's free to say whatever you want. But as a host, just say, haha, please cast your vote to evict. Like, damn. I'm over it. Brooklyn, just when I was getting ready to be like, you know what? She's actually kind of funny. Went right back down. I'm over it. So, Brooklyn said that I voted to evict Kenny. Rubina voted to evict Kenny, and that vote made it official. I'm kind of surprised that Rubina didn't vote to evict Quinn, but whatever. Cam, Chemo, Kenny, Joseph, when he walked in, he said, what up, Chenbot? Which, oh my God. I'm like, Joseph, that is so... Julie fucking cackled a little bit, but I know that she wanted to stop the chuckling, and I know that she wanted to come over there and beat Joseph's ass. Because you are not telling Julie Chen Moonves, what up, Chenbot? Damn, bitch, that is disrespectful, Joseph. But I live. Joseph, I feel like, is the kind of super fan that I like over Quinn. Joseph to me is funny. I know people are mad at him calling himself the star of the show. Y'all, he's obviously fucking being sarcastic. Like, get it the fuck together. I think it's funny. Yes, he talks about deep dives, but he only talks about deep dives when Quinn's gracious, amazing, beautiful self brings it up. So, to me, I like Joseph. I don't care. I will say he's targeting the people I like, so Joseph can go. But I enjoy his presence. Leah votes to evict Kenny. And also, Julie dragged Leah during the voting. Julie was like, Leah has been laying low and doing nothing. And she's a floater. And she's a floating-ass bitch. And she's irrelevant. What could she possibly do with her vote? I'm like, oh my God, Julie, damn. I don't even think Leah's like... Why didn't you say that shit for Rubina, girl? Leah isn't even floating that much. Like, I mean, okay, well, whatever. But anyways, boring ass vote. Kenny had to go. We had the eviction interview with Julie, which was so interesting, y'all. That was something. Okay, Julie made this face. Oh, I forgot I had this picture as well. Y'all, this is the face that Tucker made when he won the competition. Everyone reacted. What the fuck am I looking at? Tucker, this gave me the ick. Let's move on. I'm gonna pretend like my man did not do that. We all have our off days. Now, look at the face that Julie Chen made when Kenny was talking during the eviction interview, okay? Julie was not playing around with this man. I'm glad they showed this in the edit. I'm glad they... Like, imagine... I just can't wrap my head around... Imagine auditioning for Big Brother. Years and years. Imagine getting far enough in the interview process where you are interviewing for months. You sign multiple contracts. They fly you out to LA to interview. You meet the casting producers. You do your diary room confessionals. You film your video at home. You pack up. You are preparing for this for years. And this is what you do in the house? Are you not embarrassed? Like, are you not? This is embarrassing, girl. And Julie was having none of it, and I'm very glad. He was like, I'm very relieved, Julie, da-da-da. And Julie was dragging this man. He was like, you tried to get on Big Brother for years. You and your wife are huge fans, but you were homesick. And I was like, Julie, you better clock. You better clock, Julie. You better clock the shit out of this man. Now, Kenny also said something during his eviction interview that I did not understand at all. He said that if he was playing... Well, first of all, he said something about Matt leaving, and I was like, oh my goodness. But he said that if he was playing this game 5 years ago, it would have been a different game, and he would have been more into it. Now, the math is not mathing for me, because he did say that his kids are 6 and 8 years old. So you're telling me right now, 5 years ago, they would have been, what, 1 and 3? You're telling me right now that you would have preferred to leave your wife with a newborn and a toddler than 2 kids that are old enough to kind of, not take care of themselves fully, but obviously, but they're like, potty trained and like they know how to kind of do their own shit. Like, I get you're still missing pivotal key moments, like, you know, your kids going to school for the first time or whatever. I get that, I understand that, but you're telling me you would have been better at this game 5 years ago when your kids were like actual like children babies? I'm not buying it. I'm not what you're feeding me right now, I'm not eating, in the words of Angela. So I'm like, all right, girl, be serious, make all the excuses you want, but at the end of the day, you talked about how you wanted to target the sensitive people. Here you are. There you go. There you go. Goodbye. One of the worst casting decisions ever. I'm sorry. It's no shade. I'm not trying to drag him as a person, but Kenny is one of the worst casting choices in Big Brother history. If we exclude all of the people that are genuinely problematic, like Aaron, like, Amanda, like people that said actual fucked up shit and are like problematic, if we exclude all those people and we base our shit solely on gameplay, I truly believe Kenny might have a serious case going for him for worst player of all time. I really do. And worst casting decision of all time. I really, really do. There is a case to be made for him to be the bottom of the barrel. If not the bottom, he's right there along with everyone else. He is in the bottom 10 for sure, and I don't give a fuck. I am glad he's gone, and we can finally maybe get to playing the fucking game. Now, again, also Kenny said that he felt like this after Matt left. You're a liar, first of all, because you started feeling like this like day 3, girl. We turned on those feeds and you were already feeling like this. And the fact that you're mentioning Matt, like, he's already gonna make like, oh my goodness, like I cannot, the amount of TikToks that Matt is gonna make about this, the amount of TikToks that they're about to do together, Matt is gonna harass this man. I'm over it. Also, Kenny said he wasn't comfortable lying about who he was. Are you a fucking idiot? Like, are you dumb? The fuck you mean you're not comfortable lying about who you are? That you've been auditioning for years. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Never. Big Brother casting, listen to me now. Never cast an undercover cop again. Never, ever in your life cast another undercover cop. Enough. We've had enough. Now, finally, we finished the episode off with Julie recapping, telling us tune in Tuesday for a special episode. And then also Julie says like something about America voted. And she's like, there's a much bigger election later in the year. Use your power, vote, go to vote.com. And I'm like, okay, Julie, like, all right, Jules telling us to vote. Like, okay, Julie. And she seems to be a Kamala fan because she's spreading this Kamala news to everyone now. She didn't tell, or no, I'm assuming she's probably going to tell Kenny during the extended interview. Now, I am recording this before the extended interview comes out. Usually I'd record it after, but y'all, there's not going to be anything good in this extended interview. Like, what the fuck is Julie going to ask this man? So, where did you get sweet Kenny K from? Or, your children are how many years old? Like, what the fuck is Julie going to ask him? Who do you think was your one vote to stay? what the fuck is Julie gonna ask this man? So I just didn't watch that. I am excited to see the goodbye messages, though. I'm hoping Joseph drags his ass. I would have dragged that man fully. But the episode pretty much ends there, and then we get on to the next HOH competition. Now, y'all, the live feeds came back about 30 minutes ago, and the new HOH, I'm sure everyone knows by now, but the new HOH is fucking Angela. Ooh! Oh! Oh my god. Bitch. Y'all saw my reaction live. I gagged. My jaw. I'm trying to pick it back up. Angela won the fucking HOH. What a legend. What a legend. What a fucking queen legend. I gagged. This was, like, this season is giving, and I'm so scared. I'm not gonna lie, my first genuine reaction is fear, because I'm so scared that this is going to be like Big Brother 20, where we have the best pre-jury ever. By the way, this is shaping up to be the best pre-jury ever. Genuinely. Actually, no, with Quinn's power, it might not be. But depending on how week 5 goes, this could be the best pre-jury ever. I'm just so scared that this is going to be a really good pre-jury, and then once we hit jury, some stupid-ass twist is going to take over, or something is going to go wrong, and then we're going to lose the momentum. I'm so scared. But for now, I'm going to enjoy it. When I saw that Angela won HOH, I nearly fell out of my seat. The first 2-time HOH. And supposedly, Cam got second place. And, okay, so here's the tea. So, from the house guests, now, I'm a little bit shocked because they were wearing sporty gear, but it does seem like it was the kind of competition where you pick, like, 2 of you go up, and then whoever wins picks the next 2 to go. They didn't say it was a quiz. It could have been something physical, like, go up and, like, I don't know, toss a ball or something. Could have been that. But supposedly, Angela got picked the most amount of times, which makes this win even better. The fact that she beat people like Cam, like, I'm like, oh, like, that's my girl. That's my girl. Angela, you are my mother. You are a mother to many. That is my, oh, that's my bitch. Me and Angela are like this, y'all. So excited. The fact that she beat all those people, and allegedly Angela kept picking Brooklyn to go, which made Brooklyn mad. But Brooklyn, you can stay mad. Stay mad on the block, sis. But, oh, Angela ate that the fuck up. The first 2-time HOH, she's turning out to be a comp beast. She is. She is. She won 2 HOHs. Who else has won 2 HOHs? Not Tucker. Not Tucker, not Cam, not Corey. Oh, excuse me. But I'm so excited for this Angela HOH. I am so excited for this Angela HOH. Like, I'm so excited. Honestly, I think she really needed it. Granted, it's Quinn's HOH. Quinn is going to take over it for sure now, no doubt about it. But all this means is that Angela's safe. I don't know about y'all. I don't give a fuck, all right? Quinn, do whatever you want. All right, I'll be mad if Tucker goes. But as long as Tucker wins safety, Quinn, do whatever you want, baby. Angela's safe. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to strut into Facebook. I'm about to make a Facebook account and strut into Facebook to see these people's reactions. Angela's safe. Too bad. She's not going home this week. Matt, make another one of those cringy ass TikToks. Matt, you can make all the TikToks in the world that you want. Angela is staying safe. Ho. Angela's not leaving this fucking house. Ho. Period. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what the fuck kind of spiral she's on. This is really Angela's chance to rebuild herself. And genuinely, I thought Angela was going to go home pre-jury for sure. I said it was going to take a miracle for her to get past pre-jury. But not to make the comparison that everyone always makes, and I'm not making the comparison of how she's treated, but it's kind of giving Taylor Hale. It's kind of giving Taylor Hale in the sense of, we think she's going to be pre-jury for sure, and somehow she makes it week after week after week after week after week until she gets to the end and wins the whole game. I'm so excited. I feel like Angela, even if she gets overtaken, if she does a good job of not snapping and maybe keeping that mouth a little bit more closed this time, let's cállate la boca. If she cállate la bocas a little bit this week, she could make some really good connections. She could make some solid alliances. She could build really good bridges that will last her a while, and we could possibly see a very split house moving forward. I'm so excited for this week. It does look like Angela still gets to make nominations before Quinn takes over. I am also excited to see Quinn use his power because I do wonder what the deep fake aspect of it will be. That's another thing. I feel like nobody's discussing this, but Quinn, everyone knows what Quinn's power is, but I don't think Quinn has told anyone about the deep fake aspect of it. We did get a mention that Quinn would be able to kind of speak as the HOH and spread rumors. No idea how that will work. I have no clue how that will happen. But him doing that as Angela could possibly be the messiest outcome ever. It could. I'm excited to see how this deep fake power works. I'm excited to see what the fuck he does with it. Not too much on my sis Angela, but depending on how this power plays out and if Angela can mitigate it well and if Angela can build better connections, she could set herself up really, really well. Or she can make herself the next boot for sure. We will see. As of right now, it does look like Angela might put up some combination of like Chelsea, Cedric, maybe Brooklyn, Quinn, obviously, like people like that. But it doesn't matter who she puts up. Quinn is looking to target Tucker, Rubina, and Mackenzie. He's thinking those three right now. Anything could change. Obviously, Tucker is going to be his target most likely. Rubina is going to catch a stray. And the third nominee will probably be like Mackenzie. Could be Leah. I don't really see him doing that. Could be someone like... Actually, no, I don't really see anyone else. I think those four are the ones kind of in danger. Leah less so, but Mackenzie, Tucker, Rubina do look like they're about to hit the block. This is going to be wild. This is going to be wild, y'all. I cannot wait for my next recap to recap what the fuck has gone on. I'm hoping to do one after the Sunday episode, after we see all this madness and craziness. Very excited. Very, very excited. I truly cannot wait. Now, I will say, again, this is a very, very... I feel like every single week, whatever the messiest possible outcome is, always happens. This week is going to be crazy, and it's definitely going to change some of the perceptions I have for sure. But as of right now, y'all, let me know how y'all think the rest of the season is going to play out. This is what I think. If I had to put all my money on someone right now, I would put it on Chemo. I still think Chemo is going to win. I just get winner vibes from Chemo. I do. I think Chemo is going to win. As of right now, I really do. Chemo was my preseason winner pick. He's going to continue to be my winner pick. I think Chemo has it right now. I think there are a couple of people giving him a run for his money. Brooklyn, T-Core, Chelsea, and I'm even going to throw in Joseph. I think those people are giving him a run for his money. I think the next couple of evictions, unfortunately, if Tucker loses the competition, he will go home. I could see Tucker winning again, and if he wins again, Rubina might catch a stray. Y'all, or it might be Mackenzie, honestly. I don't know what's going to happen if Tucker wins this competition. I don't know what the fuck could happen, but we're getting to the point now where everyone is in some kind of good standing. We've gotten rid of the people who were on the outs. I would say right now, it does look like everyone is in super solid alliances except for Mackenzie and Leah. Mackenzie and Leah have each other, but they need to get their head in the game and realize that they need solid alliances. And they did just make... I feel like Mackenzie was just in an alliance called 5 Points. It already got exposed. They really need a solid group. They really do. If Mackenzie was smart, she would team up with Tucker and get something going. But... it does kind of look like the next pickings might be like Tucker. I don't know. I think Tucker's days are numbered. I think as soon as Tucker loses the competition, people are going to swing. When this AI arena twist is over, they're going to swing. I could see Tucker being the 5th person evicted, like the last pre-juror, assuming it's a 9-person jury. Or I could see him being the 1st juror. I could also maybe see him being the 2nd juror. He kind of fits that like type of like, you know, kind of like Derek X, Joseph. He fits that kind of like mold. I could also see Quinn being the 2nd juror because he's someone that's infantilized by the Phantom a little bit. Not to clock that T. But I do think those people are going to kind of catch strays. I think the people that have a chance to make it really deep are like, you know, the Chelseas, the Cedrics even. I think Cedric's in a good position. Cam needs to solidify himself a little bit more because Cam is on the bottom of a lot of people's totem poles right now, I fear. And I feel like Cam could catch a stray. But Cam needs to get it together and he could make it far. Quinn, I feel like, could make it far, maybe. I don't fucking know. T-Core, I feel like, is in a really good position. T-Core and Chemo are kind of still in the power position where everyone kind of wants to go to them, and they could control the vote if they were a little bit more assertive. But in a cast of so many assertive people, it does pay to be a little bit passive. So I think Chemo and T-Core are probably playing the best games right now. Rubina has somehow gone from invisible to really visible. It's kind of giving me America Lopez vibes from last season. Because, you know, I don't know if y'all remember this, but America was very invisible week 1. She did nothing. Not to shade the girl. I love America so much. But she was, you know, in the background. And then she popped out with the showmances, giving the same thing with Rubina. So, you know, if the pattern continues, I feel like Rubina could make it to, like, early jury. Angela is a wild card for me. I think she could go home next, or I think she could make it all the way to the end. I don't know. I think the same thing with Leah, too. So, that's what I think so far. This is insane. This has been an insane week of Big Brother. This has been an insane episode. This has by far been my favorite episode to do. I cannot wait until next time, y'all. We are going to go over this crazy-ass HOH, what the fuck Quinn is going to do with his power, what it means for the deep fake to be a thing. I'm really excited to see what the fuck that even means. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. I've had a lot of fun making it. If you enjoy the podcast, as always, please, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, leave a like, comment, like literally do something, push those fucking buttons and help a broke bitch out. Not that I'm going to make money from this, but help a bitch out, okay? If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave a review. You know, it really helps out, y'all. I really, really appreciate it. I'm, again, having a lot of fun doing this. RuPaul's Drag Race Global All-Stars is starting very, very soon. We'll probably be covering that. I'm thinking I will. Survivor is starting in a month-ish. We'll be covering that. I'm thinking about covering the Anonymous, maybe. I know that's a new show. I'm thinking maybe cover that, because if it's weekly episodes, it'll be pretty easy. It's a new cast, and I'm thinking, you know what? No one else is going to cover that shit, so maybe I'll get some views. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe we'll do that. We'll see. We'll see how much fucking time I have, especially once my semester starts again. But that is all for now, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next time, hopefully after the Sunday episode, like Monday-ish, if not within the week. And we will see what the fuck goes down. I hope y'all have had a lot of fun listening, watching this crazy-ass week, and I cannot wait to see what's next in store, y'all. Have a blessed and wonderful day, and I will catch you guys later.